What is up? It's your boy Johnny Shreve, IFBB Promos and Tell Like It Is. Welcome back to the episode of Straight Talk with Shreve. Today, guys, we're gonna bust some myths. 10 common fitness myths. I'm gonna debunk them. I'm gonna show you evidence on why they actually are being debunked, and then I'm gonna give you some examples so you can get an idea. First up on the list, guys, this spot reduction works. It does not. We know it doesn't work, guys. Evidence shows. Studies include. One from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research shows that it is impossible to reduce fat in specific areas by doing exercise that target those areas. Right? You see side bends. You see people doing get a dumbbell or
Platon's doing this all day long.
You see him do it for years. He got not one pack, not even a pack. I don't got a 6-pack of nothing. You don't see anything there, guys. If spot reduction worked, tennis players would have one crazy ass leaner arm than the other. Next on the list, guys, here's a big one. Or weight training makes women bulky. I hear this all the time, even from men. Hey man, I don't want to train I don't want to get as big as you. It's like, you won't. You don't got the time or the genetics. You're not gonna be as big as me, and you're not gonna be as big as me in the time period that you want to get your size in the first place anyway. And when it comes to women, no, we're made differently. I'm sorry, guys. We are made differently. Okay. Women generally have lower testosterone levels. The reason why men can get bigger with muscle is because we have higher testosterone levels. So we can build muscle faster, more rapidly. Women lifting weights is the same thing as men lifting weights. It's just you're not going to get it as much. So you'll just end up getting toned, stronger, sexier, healthier. So women, don't worry about getting bulky. You're not going to get bulky. You need some help? You can get a plan from me, one-time plan, a recurring, sign up, and we'll get you in the best shape of your entire life. I promise you that. Men and women, understand this. There are many females who are professional. Let's just take professional athletes who all lift weights. They all have training routines. If the statement weights will make women bulky was true, then that means every professional female athlete would look like me. Wouldn't be a bad thing. Hopefully you'd be good looking like me or joking. Just be serious, right? Next on the list, guys, here's a good one. More sweat means more fat loss. Wrong. Bust the myth. Sweating is a method the body uses to cool itself down. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're burning more calories. So putting on a sweater to get hot and sweat isn't doing anything for you but making you lose more water and forcing your body to get cooler. It's actually the opposite, right? Because when you're colder, your body has to warm up, so you're going to burn more calories. So it's better that you train without a sweater on. Go in the gym, with your tank top, and it's it's chilly, and then all of a sudden you get warm. But guess what? Your body raises temperature to get warmer. Sweat makes it cool off to get cooler, right? Saunas make you sweat profusely, but sitting in one place is an effective weight loss strategy, guys. Contradictions. If sweating equals fat loss, guys, if you're in a colder climate, it will make it impossible to lose weight. Understand that. Example I just made. You would never be able to lose weight if you're in a colder climate. Here you go. Here's another busted myth. Stretching before a workout prevents injury. Research shows, again, look at the Journal of Strength and Conditioning. Static stretching before workouts can reduce strength output. Dynamic stretching is more effective. We've talked about this before. Think of your muscles like elastics. You get a brand new elastic. You guys see elastics before. Bands, you probably have weight bands, whatever. When you first get them, they're nice and tight. After a while, the elasticity gets, less and less and less. So before you go and train, you don't want to make the elasticity less. You want to bring it through its 4-range of motion, load the muscle, get it warmed up that way. But doing stretching like that, static stretching before your workout, not a good idea. Guys, runners often skip static stretches. When I play football, same thing, we do static stretches. We do leg swings, butt kicks, A's and B's, warm-ups, those things, right? If you're about to train, going through 4-range of motion, loading a little bit, going through the actual reps, that's how you do it. Think about it, guys. Here's a contradiction. Some of the most flexible individuals, let's talk about dancers, gymnasts, still sustain injuries despite extensive flexibility. Static stretch after, dynamic stretch before. All right. You need to work out every day to see results. You don't. Overtraining can lead to injuries, fatigue, and decrease of muscle mass. I could even say this one's more so like, the more you train, the better, right? We're gonna chalk it up with like, you need to work out every day to see results is chalked up with, train just overtraining. And the problem with that thought process is this. I don't necessarily believe in overtraining more so than I believe in under recovery. And that is the biggest myth. The longer you're in the gym, the better the results. The more you train, the better the results, which is not true. Making sure you have enough proper rest days or, deloads is going to help you actually progress, right? Many professional athletes have rest days, active recovery days. Guys, we coach it. We talk about it all the time. Rest days, deload weeks, etc. And here's a contradiction, guys. If working out daily was essential, recovery days wouldn't be a staple in anybody's training. You would not need to recover. You could just sit there all day long and work out. Less is more. Taking proper rests and deloads is going to help with your overall progress. All right. The obvious one, which you've heard a bunch of times, no pain, no gain. Guys, that is the most untrue statement there is. Guys, pushing through pain can lead to severe injuries, right? Well, I guess, obviously muscle soreness is normal. DOMS is normal. But pain is a sign to stop doing something or a sign to show you something's going wrong, right? So you got to think like, I'm not sore. I need to be sore to train. Well, no, because that's going to impede your results. So any individuals pushing through, say, knee pain during squats may end up in yourself even more. Maybe your chest that you have DOMS from is not just DOMS, but maybe you have some kind of impingement in your shoulder. Sorry, no pain doesn't mean no gain. No pain just might mean you're recovered. Many effective, like I was talking about the contradictions, many effective workouts like moderate intensity walking can lead to health benefits without causing pain, right? Every time you train, DOM something that happens, but it's not something that has to occur all the time for you to know that you're getting the gains. This is the most false statement ever. It's a great thing to say, to pull through, to push through barriers or whatever, I don't know, keep you motivated. But to actually apply that in your life, it will leave your ass injured. All right. Cardio is the only way to lose weight. Now that is, I always say, guys, don't use training as your way of fat loss, right? But cardio is not the only way to lose fat. Yes, for sure, training is going to help you burn calories, but training is more so if your goal is to gain muscle, that is to stimulate muscle growth. But back in the day, literally, wasn't until I think the 80s, that in the textbooks, the only way you can condition or strengthen your heart was only by doing cardio. They usually say if you train, you hurt yourself. You can literally die if you train. And then they were like, wait a minute, resistance training actually does cardiovascular health. Rewrite these books. Oops. Basically how it happened, right? Strength training can increase resting metabolic rate. The more muscle you have, the more fat you burn. Here we got another one. Intermittent fasting is superior for weight loss. Nope. Evidence, guys, there's a study done that found that there's no significant difference in weight loss between intermittent fasting and daily caloric restriction. There isn't, right? Some people find success in intermittent fasting, right? While others thrive on multiple meals a day, right? When it comes down to it, it's calories in versus calories out. And you want to make your calories in or calories out optimal, then it's going to incorporate a good balance of macronutrients, carbs, proteins, and fats. But when it comes down to it, if you're trying to build muscle, getting in 3 to 5 protein meals a day, 3 to 5 meals that include protein is better off for you. And when it comes to losing weight, it's just calories at that point, right? The principle behind intermittent fasting is caloric restriction. If you eat the same amount of calories during your eating window, weight loss won't be different from regular calorie counting. Right? Again, intermittent fasting might work for some people, but it is not the end all be all. Here's a big one. You can eat anything if you work out. Ooh. Guys, we all know that diet plays a significant role in fitness and weight loss. It's often said that the weight loss is 80% diet, 20% exercise. It's 100% everything. Doing your best to train, your best to diet, and your cardio, that helps. All of those things, right? Individuals who gorge in high-calorie foods post-workout often see minimal weight loss. So just because you're training, guys, again, you guys remember the most cliche but very true statement: you can't outwork bad diet. Period. All right, here's one: machines are safer than free weights. Now, guys, I drew these questions up, did some research, got these questions here, and these are ones that are very common, maybe not for you guys, because you guys are a lot more educated than the general population. But the general pop, they think that machines are safer than free weights. And I can agree with that. I can agree with people thinking that way, right? They think because they're in a machine and you can't drop anything on you or you need a spotter, you're safe. Both can be safe or dangerous. We just saw a dude sitting on the end of a squat machine that fell on him and severed his spine, right? Understand this. Both can be dangerous depending on form and usage, guys, right? Free weights promote functional strength and engage stabilizing muscles. So doing both is good, and both can be just as dangerous if approached the wrong way. So guess what? Form matters in machines and free weights. Without good form in either, they're both dangerous, right? Bad posture on machines can lead to injuries, just as poor posture with free weights, right? Now think about this. Here's a contradiction for you. Many physical therapists use free weight movements to help rehabilitate injuries, right? Indicating their safety and effectiveness. The way back to, recovery through physiotherapy isn't sitting in machines. So for the misinformed out there who are like, I can only do machines because machines are safer, make sure you're incorporating some free weights in there to strengthen those stabilizers, because a stronger body functionally is even more optimal in a machine. Anyway, guys, when considering these fitness myths, I'm going to bust a myth. It's essential, guys, that you approach them very critically and be open to evolving your understanding and more, guys. Just always be open to learn. And I am always open to learn. I want to know what is the most optimal, efficient, and necessary. And if they come out with some new things that make the most sense, just like this could have been back in the 80s. I could have been Johnny Street, Mr. Tell Like It Is in the 80s at my age, and I'm spitting fitness truth, and the truth at that time then was like cardio is the only way to strengthen your heart and to lose weight, and training is dangerous. And guess what? I would have been right back in the day until they're like, oops, made a mistake, change it, then we got to evolve. That's where your mind has to be. Be critical thinkers and be willing to learn and evolve. Anyway, guys, grab my ebook, binge watch my videos, book yourself a phone consult with me. And until next time, you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing.